At our daughter's third birthday party, my husband raised his glass and said, "I'm taking my daughter tonight and there's nothing anyone can do about it." He said it right after we sang happy birthday while 40 guests stood there with cake plates in their hands. My mother dropped her fork and my father started moving toward him, but my husband held up his hand. "Before anyone calls the police, you should know I have full custody as of this morning." I felt my legs go weak because we weren't even separated, let alone divorced. "What are you talking about?" I managed to say while our daughter Mia played with her new toys completely unaware. He pulled out a manila envelope from his jacket and held it up. "Emergency custody order, signed by Judge Harrison at 9 this morning." My best friend Rachel grabbed my arm to steady me. "On what grounds?" she demanded, because she was a paralegal and knew this stuff. "Unfit mother, drug use, neglect, it's all documented." He was lying, but he said it so calmly that people started looking at me differently. My sister Kate stepped forward. "That's insane. She doesn't even drink wine." But my husband just smiled. "Tell them about your prescription, Lauren, the one you've been taking for 6 months." My heart sank because I knew what he was about to do. "I take anxiety medication, prescribed by my doctor. You know this," I said, but he was already shaking his head. "You take 3 times the prescribed dose. You buy extra pills from your friend at the hospital. I have receipts." The friend at the hospital was my cousin who worked in the pharmacy. She'd never sold me anything, but I couldn't prove that. "Mom watches Mia crying while she's passed out on the couch," he continued. "I have statements from concerned neighbors." The concerned neighbors were his brother and his brother's wife, who lived 2 houses down and hated me since I'd reported them for leaving their dog outside in freezing weather. My mom finally spoke up. "I'm here every day. Lauren is a perfect mother. What are you really doing?" That's when my husband's lawyer walked in. I recognized him from the country club, Robert Pearson, who handled divorces for wealthy men who wanted to destroy their wives. "Mrs. Coleman, we need to discuss the terms of your supervised visitation." He said it loud enough for everyone to hear. Supervised visitation? I was starting to panic now. I haven't done anything wrong. My husband walked over to Mia and picked her up. "Daddy's taking you to Grandma's house tonight. Won't that be fun?" His mother lived in Florida. He was taking her across state lines. Rachel pulled out her phone. "I'm calling the police. This is kidnapping." But Pearson, the lawyer, stepped in. "I wouldn't do that. We have a valid court order. Interfering would be criminal." That's when my dad noticed something. "Why is your suitcase in the hallway?" And Mia's too. 3 suitcases were sitting by the front door already packed. This had been planned for weeks, maybe months. "We're leaving after the party," my husband said, still holding Mia, who was getting fussy. "My new job starts Monday in Miami." New job? He'd never mentioned any new job. He worked for his father's company here in town. "The court agrees that relocating is in Mia's best interest, away from negative influences." He looked directly at me when he said it. Kate was filming everything on her phone, which made Pearson nervous. "Turn that off. This is a private family matter." But Kate kept recording. "It's my niece's birthday party. I can film whatever I want." That's when Uncle Paul, who'd been quiet in the corner, spoke up. He was a retired family court attorney. "Can I see that custody order?" My husband hesitated, but then handed it over. Paul read it slowly, then read it again. "This is dated today, but references a hearing from yesterday." "Where was this hearing held?" Pearson answered quickly. "Judge Harrison's chambers. Emergency session." Paul smiled. "Judge Harrison is in the hospital. Has been for a week. Had a heart attack. I visited him yesterday." The party went completely quiet. Pearson's face changed. "You must be mistaken. Perhaps it was Judge Harrison Jr." Paul shook his head. "There is no Judge Harrison Jr. His son is named Michael, and he's a dentist." My husband put Mia down suddenly. "There must be some confusion. My lawyer handled everything." But Pearson was already backing toward the door. "I need to make a call. Verify some details." Paul held up the papers. "These are forgeries. Very good ones, but forgeries. The seal is wrong. The case number doesn't match the county format, and the judge's signature is dated when he was unconscious in the ICU." Rachel was already on the phone with the real police. My husband tried to leave, but my dad and 3 other men blocked the door. "You're not going anywhere with my granddaughter," Dad said quietly. My husband turned to Pearson. "You said this would work. You said she'd never fight it." Pearson was sweating now. "We need to leave. Now." But it was too late. Full story on channel. Link below.